Continuing reading from Canto 2, and today is supposed to read from text number 11, right? Text number 11, very wonderful verse. Etan nirvidyamananam ichchatam aputo bhayam yoginam nripanirnitam Hare Naman Kirtanam Etan nirvidyamananam Ichchatam aputo bhayam Yoginam nripanirnitam Hare Namanukirtanam Etan nirvidyamananam Ichchatam aputo bhayam Yoginam nripanirnitam Hare Namanukirtanam. Please repeat.
Etan nirvidyamananam Ichchatam akuto bhayam
Yoginam nirnitam
Hare Namakirtanam
Etan nirvidyamananam
Ichchatam akuto bhayam
Yoginam nirnitam
Hare Namakirtanam
Okay, so this is a very important verse. That's why we are keeping only one verse today. Let us read the translation and purport. Etat, it is, nirvidyamananam, of those who are completely free from all material desires. That means those who desire liberation, mokshakami. Ichchatam, of those who are desirous of all sorts of material enjoyment. Akutah bhayam, free from all doubts and fear. Yoginam, of all who are self-satisfied. Nripa, O King. Nirnitam, decided truth. Hare, of the Lord, Sri Krishna. Nama, holy name. Anu, after someone. Always. Kirtanam, chanting. Translation. O King, constant chanting of the holy name of the Lord after the wish of the great authorities is the doubtless and fearless way of success for all, including those who are free from all material desires, those who are desirous of all material enjoyment, and also those who are self satisfied by dint of transcendental knowledge. So, here this is the most important verse in this section because it is speaking about the glories of the holy name. Sadhakanam siddhanam cha na ata param shreya asti dyaha. So those who are sadhaka like us, sadhakas means practitioners, we have been asked to undertake certain type of practices which will help us to grow in our Krishna consciousness. So that's why we are called sadhakas. And siddhas means who have already attained the stage of perfection. So therefore it is said, Srila Prabhupada he writes in the purport, there are different types of persons, means there are sadhakas and siddhas, okay? Different types of persons who desire to attain success in different varieties of pursuits, okay? Generally, the persons are materialists. So then he is speaking about Ichchadam, those who are desirous of material enjoyment. So the sadhakas sometimes, different types of sadhakas, those who are not necessarily practicing Krishna Bhakti, they may pursue certain type of religious activities with a desire to attain the material goals. So there are also some type of sadhakas. So whether they are desirous of attaining anything in the material world or nirvidyamananam, means those who are already the moksha-kamis, who desire liberation, and yoginam, who are self-satisfied. So for all of them, the supreme goal is to chant the holy name of the Lord. And this is decided by the transcendentalists. Also those who are self-satisfied. What is that? Constant chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the doubtless and fearless way of success for all. That means once we complete our program, then at the end, when you go to Golok Vrindavan, what are you going to go do there? What are you supposed to do in Golok Vrindavan? Constant chanting, without any gap. Means also glorifying the Lord. Okay. In Golok Vrindavan, there is no need of food. They don't eat. Are you tired of eating? No. You want to eat every day new pizza, pasta. Where is the new shop available? But there, in Goloka Vrindavan, devotees are very satisfied just by chanting the glories of the Lord and discussing about Him. So, here in this connection, Srila Jiva Goswami in his commentary, Srila Prabhupada writes, Srila Jiva Goswami instructs that chanting of the holy name of the Lord should be loudly done. And it should be performed offenselessly as well, as recommended in the Padma Purana. One can deliver himself from the effects of all sins by surrendering himself unto the Lord. One can deliver himself from all offenses at the feet of the Lord by taking shelter of His holy name. There is a verse in Padma Purana I just want to bring to your attention. You see what Padma Purana says. Padma Purana says, सर्व पराध कृत अपि मुच्यते hari samshrayat. Even if one commits all types of offenses, he will be delivered by taking shelter of Hari. Harer api aparadhanja kuryad dvipada pangshavah namasya kadachitsya taratyeva shanamata namnopi sarvasvrida hya paradhat patetyadha. So, name is more merciful. That's why sometimes some acharya they explain, holy name is more even merciful. Namno is sarva surida. Holy name is the friend, surid of all. So therefore, by chanting the holy name, even that offense which is committed unto Vishnu, that can be, relieved. But if somebody commits offense unto the holy name, then he will fall down. This sarva paradhakrit api. In Vishnu Jamal, it is explained, Mama namani lokesmin sadhya jastu kirtayet. In this world, anyone who with faith and confidence chants the holy name of the Lord, what happens? Tasya paradha kotistu kshamammi eva na samshaya. Lord is saying, for such a person who in this world with faith and conviction chants the holy name, to such a person, I, means Vishnu, certainly forgive millions of that person's offenses. He is saying, na samshaya. There is no doubt about it. That means millions of offenses here doesn't mean that Vaishnava Parad is also included here. So, millions of offenses committed unknowingly to the Lord, or neglect in devotional practice, again unknowingly. Some mistakes in the ritualistic performances. Maybe you are doing seva unto the Lord, unknowingly commit some mistake. Accidental violations of the rules and regulations. These are to be taken as the countless koti aparad. So, then what is excluded? Deliberate blasphemy of the Vaishnavas. Sometimes we blaspheme the Vaishnavas knowingly. Few devotees come together. It is like a pickle, very tasteful to speak about some other Vaishnava to find what they are doing wrong. Sometimes, having committed offense, when we are asked to beg pardon, no, we refuse to seek forgiveness. Such offenses, very dangerous. Therefore, here, by taking from Padma Puran, one can deliver himself from the effects of all sins by surrendering himself unto the Lord. Lord is saying, Koti Aparad, millions of offenses I will deliver. One can deliver himself from the offenses at the lotus feet of the Lord by taking shelter of the holy name. Even if you commit offense unto the Lord, then holy name will forgive you. But one cannot protect himself if one commits one offense at the feet of the holy name of the Lord. Such offenses are mentioned in the Padma Puran as being 10 in number. Every day morning time, you chant the holy name, right? What is the first offense? Satam ninda namnah paramam aparadham vitanute ijatah khyatim jatam katham ushahati tad vigarham. This is the recommendation in Padma Puran. Satam ninda namnah paramam aparadham vitanute. Tonu vistare. Tanu dhatu. is applied in the context of expansion. Here it is said, Nam Satam Nindam. When we are involved in blasphemy, blaspheming the devotees, Namna Parama Paradham Vitanute. Greatest type of offense is expanding from here. This is very, very interesting to understand. Vitanute. When we are bad mouthing a Vaishnava, we are fault finding, criticizing, it expands that offensive mentality. Today I will do one thing, then tomorrow, on the strength of that, I am getting more strength to say more words, more blasphemy. This is the meaning. Vitanute, vistarit hota hai bhai. It is expanding. Okay? Jato khyatim jatam. This has been explained. If devotees of the Lord don't speak about the glories of the Lord, how can common people in this world will know about the glories of the Supreme Lord? So the glories of the Supreme Lord in this world are established or known to people because of the sadhus. So these sadhus who have been sincerely, faithfully glorifying the Supreme Lord, that's how Lord is known to the whole world, and many people, after hearing to the saintly personalities about the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they take shelter of His lotus feet, that's how they also get delivered. So, Jato Khyatim Jatam, this is how the glories of the Lord is established by the Vaishnava. Katham usahate tad vigarham. How can Lord tolerate criticism of such a devotee? You understand? That means He will not tolerate. It's very interesting in this connection. Sometimes the sadhu ninda we don't understand. Jiva Goswami is saying, Satam ninda namna paramam aparadham vitanute satam ninda iti anena. When he says criticism, directly or indirectly, criticizing a saintly devotee means himsa adinam vachana agocharatvam darshitam. By saying that satam ninda, criticizing saintly devotees, it means when violence and other form of hostility are not expressed in words. That is how we can free ourselves from Vaishnava Parad. That means there are 6 ways you can offend a Vaishnava. You know? Hanti, Nindanti, Vaidvesti, Vaishnavan Nabhinandati, Krudhyate Janti, Na Harsham Darsane Patanani Sat. Like here it is said, Himsa, violence, means Hanti. Sometimes if somebody, beat a Vaishnava, then that is an offense, physical violence. Okay? Therefore, even the family life, there should not be any physical violence. That is Vaishnava Parad. So, Hanti, Nindanti, criticizing, Vaidvesti. Vaidvesti means bearing ill feeling towards others. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, to be ill feeling towards other means you are involved in sadhu ninda. Sometimes we don't understand, unknowingly. We come together, one devotee starts speaking about another devotee, and we inside start developing some sort of ill feeling towards that devotee. That means then we are involved in sadhu ninda. Vaidvesti, we dvesh, developing ill feeling towards others. Okay? So, hanti nindani with Vaishnava nahinandati. You went to India, came back after 3 months, then you saw some Vaishnava, new Vaishnava. Hey Prabhu, when did you come? How are you? Good. Otherwise, he is looking at you, you are looking at towards. Huh? No. Vaishnava na, don't greet the Vaishnava, not greeting the Vaishnavas. That is also an offense. Okay? Navinandati. Krudhyate janti. Don't become angry at Vaishnavas. And naharsam darsane. Not expressing joy, happiness upon seeing a Vaishnava. These are the 6 ways we commit Vaishnava aparadha. That's why I'm saying that himsa adinam. Physical harm, disrespect, malicious behavior, deliberate neglect, adi, sabdena, all these things are included. That means we should remain free from hostile behavior. We should remain free from envy. If we are showing our hostility to other devotees, then we are also involved in sadhu ninda. What is the definition of pure devotional service? Suddha bhakti, anya vilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyeno krishna anusilanam bhakti uttama. Krishna anusilam. Krishna means Krishna and Krishna's devotee. If we are hostile to Krishna, then also we are excluded from the execution of pure devotional practice. Similarly, if we are hostile to the Vaishnavas, devotees of the Lord, then also we are excluded from pure devotional practice. We are not practicing Suddha Bhakti, sadhu. Understand? Then, Satam nindam paramam aparadham vitanute. If you are involved in this kind of sadhu ninda, then it is expanding the propensity to criticize Vaishnava. It's giving masala to criticize more. It's giving like what do you say? Fertilizer. It's growing. Vaishnava ninda is the propensity to grow, to criticize the Vaishnava is growing. This is fertilizer. Stop this fertilizer, okay? Stop supplying this fertilizer. So then it is said that first offense is to vilify the devotees who have preached about the glories of the Lord. The second offense is to what? Tell me.
No ill feeling.
Second offense.
Do not follow the instructions of spiritual master.
Hi.
To consider the names of the gods sexual.
Everybody's brain is going empty. What happened today? Yeah, second offense to the holy name. Huh? Okay. So Shivasya Sri Vishnurja iha gunanamadi sakalam dhiya bhinnam pasyet sa khalu harinam ahitakara. This is the explanation given in Padma Purana. This is very important, one. Shivasya Sri Vishnurja iha gunanamadi sakalam dhiya bhinnam pasyet. If you see the direct meaning, it says, one who considers the qualities, names and attributes of Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu to be different, surely commits an offense to the holy name of the Lord. Hari. So, but what is the actual meaning? Prabhupada is saying, one who considers the name of demigod like Lord Shiva and Brahma to be equal to independent. So this is the man, this is the understanding. What? When it is says, Shivasya Sri Vishnu Iha Gunanama Sakam, here Shiva, what is actually referred to Vishnu. Shiva is not Lord Shiva. Even if it is taken as Lord Shiva, then Dhya Bhinnam Pashyet. One who thinks Lord Shiva is Supreme Godhead, Supreme Lord, independent personality. He is independent God. Shiva is not independent God. If you say Lord Shiva is independent God, then it's an offense unto Lord Shiva actually. Because he is not independent God, and you are saying him, oh, you are independent God. So dhya bhinnam pasyet. He should not be seen differently. Like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, jajjad vibhuti mat sattvam sri madurjitameva va tattadeva avagachatvam mamotijam sasambhava. Whatever beautiful and glorious things you see in this world, they are nothing but the spark of my beauty, right? So when he's saying like this, that means everything has to be seen in relation to Vishnu. And that too, Vishnu is sarva vyapaka. He is all pervading. He is in everything. So Lord Shiva, whatever power he has, it is not that Lord Shiva has become auspicious because of his own quality, no. Tirtha, but is that Lord Shiva became so auspicious because by holding the Ganga, which is flowing from the lotus feet of the Vishnu, Tirthena Murdhni Adhikritena Shivo Shivo Bhut. Shiva became even Shiva, means all auspicious. Lord Shiva became auspicious. Why? Tirthena Murdhni Adhikritena. Jatpada Saucha Nisrita Udak Saru Jatpada Nisrita Sarit Pravarodakena Sauchena Murdhni Adhikritena Shivo Shivo Bhut. This is the verse. That means that Ganga, which has emanated from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, the same very Ganga, by holding her in the head of Lord Shiva became all auspicious. So whose glory is this? Shiva or Vishnu? Vishnu. Here Vishnu is glorified. Right? So similarly, Shiva Shri Vishnu Guna Nama Dhya Bhinnam. Don't think Lord Shiva is independent. That's why Prabhupada is saying to consider Lord Shiva is independent God in that way. Name of Lord Shiva means independent. He is not independent God. Okay? And to understand this, Srila Jiva Goswami, he is giving some reference. What reference he is saying? He is saying, he is giving very nicely, like, he is explaining by giving this Sanskrit, saying, Dvayo avheda tatparyena sashti antatpi sati Sri Vishnu cha iti apeksha cha sabdah kriyeta. He is saying, if it had been mentioned that there is no difference between the name of Lord Vishnu and Shiva, then because they are in Sashti Vibhakti means they are in genitive expression. In genitive expression, Shivasya, Sashti, and Sri Vishnu, Sashti. Then there had been Cha added, Shivasya Cha Sri Vishnu, or Shivasya Sri Vishnu Cha. Cha is not included. Therefore, it should be understood that here Shiva Sabdena Vishnu Eva Pratipadita. Shiva Sabdena Mukhyataya Sri Vishnu Eva Pratipadita. By mentioning the name Shiva, predominantly it is referred to Vishnu. Here referent is Vishnu. And iti abhipretam. This is the intended meaning. Because how he is giving this meaning? Sahasra nama adaucha. You know Vishnu Sahasranam? In Vishnu Sahasranam, there is a section where it comes, where it says, Sthanu, Shiva. Here, both are referred to Lord Vishnu. So in that way, Jiva Goswami explains, Shiva Shri Vishnu, Namadi Sakalam Dhya Vinnam Prasisa Harinama Kalu Ahitakara. Here, Shiva is also referred to Vishnu. Prabhupada in one of his purport, because there is a verse, it says, Jastu Narayanam Devam Brahma Daivati Jastu Narayanam Deva Brahma Rudradi Daivatahi Samatve Naiva Viksheta So Pashandi Bhavedruvam. One who considers the name of Lord Shiva and Brahma to be the same level as Vishnu, he is an atheist, he is a Pashandi. So how can then be kind of equal? It cannot be equal. So here then we need to understand that who is Lord Shiva and who is Lord Vishnu. If you understand this and serve the Lord accordingly, then you will be protected. So Prabhupada says, Vishnu, but one who is a devotee knows that no demigod, however great he may be, is independently as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See? No demigod as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the meaning. The Lord is the proprietor of all the universes, and therefore He may be known in different places by different names, but that does not in any way qualify the fullness of the Lord. By nomenclature, which is meant for the Supreme Lord, is as holy as the others, because they are all meant for the Lord. See? He is saying, as holy as. Such holy names are as powerful as the Lord. And there is no bar for anyone in any part of the creation to chant and glorify the Lord by the particular name of the Lord as it is locally understood. This is where you can see the greatness of her Vaishnava philosophy, Vaishnava Siddhanta, or all-inclusiveness, understanding of the Vaishnava theology. So here Prabhupada is saying that by a particular name of the God, Lord, as it is locally understood. Christians, I don't know, Jehovah Witness. What is their God's name? Jehovah. Then there are these Jewish people. What is their God's name? Huh? What is that? Multiple names. Islam? Allah. Allahu Akbar. Allah. So by your local name, we have no objection. You can chant by the local name. That's what he's saying. Prabhupada is saying. By particular name of the Lord, as it is locally understood, they are all auspicious. They are all auspicious. And one should not distinguish such names of the Lord as material commodities. So when you meet your Muslim friend or Jewish friend, they tell, okay, you chant your God's name. We also approve that. We respect that. God has unlimited names. According to His pastimes, according to His Leela. So if you have understood that is God's name, then chant that God's name faithfully. Follow God's name. Okay? The third offense is?
To disobey the orders of Krishna.
Okay. The third offense is to neglect the orders of the authorized acharyas or spiritual masters. Okay. Then the fourth offense is Huh?
Last of the
And literature, pursuance of the Vedic version. Therefore, Prabhupada is saying the fourth offense is to vilify scriptures or Vedic knowledge. The fifth offense is to define the holy name of the Lord in terms of one's mundane calculation. The holy name of the Lord is identical with the Lord Himself, and one should understand the holy name of the Lord to be non different from Him. Uh, so, the sixth offense is to interpret the holy name. The Lord is not imaginary, nor is His holy name. There are persons with a poor fund of knowledge who think the Lord to be an imagination of the worshipper and therefore think His holy name to be imaginary. Such a chanter of the name of the Lord cannot achieve the desired success in the matter of chanting the holy name. The seventh offense is to commit sins intentionally on the strength of the holy name. In the scriptures, it is said that one can be liberated from the effects of all sinful actions simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord. One who takes advantage of this transcendental method and continues to commit sins on the exception of neutralizing the effects of sins by chanting the holy name of the Lord is the greatest offender at the feet of the holy name. Such an offender cannot purify himself by any recommended method of purification. In other words, one may be a sinful man before chanting the holy name of the Lord, but after taking shelter in the holy name of the Lord and becoming immune, one should strictly restrain himself from committing sinful acts with a hope that his method of chanting the holy name will give him protection. The eighth offense is to consider the holy name of the Lord and his chanting method to be equal to some material auspicious activity. There are various kinds of good works for material benefits, but the holy name of and his chanting are not mere auspicious holy services. Undoubtedly, the holy name is holy service, but he should never be utilized for such purposes. Since the holy name and the Lord are of one and the same identity, one should not try to bring the holy name into the service of mankind. The idea is that the Supreme Lord is the supreme enjoyer. He is no one's servant or order supplier. Similarly, since the holy name of the Lord is identical with the Lord, one should not try to utilize the holy name for one's personal service. The ninth offense is to instruct those who are not interested in chanting the holy name of the Lord about the transcendental nature of the holy name. If such instruction is imparted to an unwilling audience, the act is considered to be an offense at the feet of the holy name. The 10th offense is to become uninterested in the holy name of the Lord even after hearing of the transcendental nature of the holy name. The effect of chanting the holy name of the Lord is perceived by the chanter as liberation from the conception of false egoism. False egoism is exhibited by thinking oneself to be the enjoyer of the world and thinking everything in the world to be meant for the enjoyment of oneself only. The whole materialistic world is moving under such false egoism of I and mine. But the factual effect of chanting the holy name is to become free from such misconceptions. Any question? Yes.
Prabhuji, in the beginning you mentioned 6 ways where a Vaishnava is offended. So I missed the 6th point actually.
Sixth one.
Yeah.
What is the sixth one?
Not expressing joy.
Na harsham darsane.
Okay. And then another one is don't become angry. Then another one is not greeting, no ill feeling, no ahimsa. But there's one point that I'm missing.
No violence.
That is no, not to criticize.
Hanti means physical violence. Nindanti, criticize. Vaidvesti, bearing ill feeling. Vaidvesti, Vaishnava not greeting the Vaishnavas. Then krudhyate janti, becoming angry at Vaishnava. Then no harsham darshan. Yes. Thank you for listening. If you are not there to listen, whom am I going to talk to?
So I had a question about so one of the offenses was to chant it to attain material, fruitful activities. So this is something similar but not as different. Like example, today's Ekadashi, and many times we have the importance of Ekadashi. Oh, you do Ekadashi or you do certain kind of vrata, you will get these kind of gain. You will get the same kind of gain as doing 1,000 Ashwamedha yajnas and everything. But isn't that also like doing fasting for fruitive activities, that you want that kind of gain, that's why you're fasting?
That is mostly smarter people, they do like that.
But even the devotees also talk about that very often. So
They
should
talk
we-
about the Mahatmya to
so
glorify Ekadashi.
So should we do Ekadashi for that purpose? Or
No,
should
no,
we
no.
just
See,
do
that's
Ekadashi?
what I see. Let me explain. Madhava Tithi Bhakti Janani Jatane Pavana Kari. So Madhava Tithi is the mother of devotion. She gives birth to the bhakti. So in that way, we have to be very careful in observing this Ekadashi Vrata. So when there is mention about in Ekadashi Mahatmya that if you perform this Ekadashi, you will get benefit of performing 1,000 her sacrifices. So all these things are mentioned, of course, in the Shastra, not to attract us to perform Ekadashi with an intention to gain the result of performing 1,000 or so much sacrifices. There are different ways the theological understandings are communicated to the performers, to the sadhakas. So one way of explaining is called Nyaya. Therefore, Nyaya Prasthana. The Prasthanatraya, one Prasthana called Nyaya Prasthana. Through Nyaya, you need to understand this Krishna Bhakti. Bhakti. How? In this connection, it is to be understood that this is Kaimuttika Nyaya. Kaimuttika Nyaya means Kimuta. If by performing this, one Ekadashi can give so much result, and what to speak of performing all the Ekadashis. That means, no. But Vishnu, the Ekadashi cannot be compared with. Ekadashi even giving far more result. Father is giving a chocolate to the baby saying, do this. He is saying, oh, one chocolate if I can do, then how many more chocolate I will get if I do more? Right? That is why he is given one chocolate to do, memorize. Okay, you memorize this verse, then I will give you one chocolate. No, that he is saying that you memorize one verse, I will give you one chocolate. He is actually saying, no, you need to memorize more verses. Then how many chocolates you want? You cannot even eat so many chocolates I will give you. This is the point. Therefore, जाओ पढ़ो भागवत स्थान एकांत आश्रय करो चैतन्य चरणे. Bhagavatam cannot be understood just by studying with materialistic people. No, Bhagavata has to be understood by reading Bhagavatam from person Bhagavatam. So therefore this, sometimes Bhagavata philosophy also understood by applying Nyaya, logic. That is also way our Acharyas explain. There is a different understanding behind it. Make sense? Any other question, comment, complaint?
Another question was like you mentioned that chanting of the holy name should not be used for personal service. So like, or even for let's say if you're praying for humanity, that is also personal service.
Praying for humanity.
Yeah.
And that is just a greater sense gratification, bigger sense gratification.
So and we sometimes devotees do that, just praying for peace, praying for this kind of. So should we do that or not?
We should pray saying, my dear Lord, if you so desire. Pray like that. If you so desire, just make it happen.
One of the offenses was knowing everything. Prabhupada said that knowing everything. And said another offense. We know everything and we want to say it. And then I ego that constants.
Yeah, they're dangerous. Okay.
This is a curious question. In the Prema Dhvani that we chant upstairs, we say Tulsi Devi ki Jai. We know about her. We say like so many Ganga Mai, Yamuna Mai. We also say Bhakti Devi ki Jai. So what is this personification of? Who are we exactly referring to? Is it
There are personifications. There are personifications.
of Bhakti Devi?
Yeah.
Do we hear about her in Bhagavatam or something? Or who exactly are we referring to? Internal potency of Lord?
Yes, Bhakti Devi. Bhakti is like different types of bhakti is there, no?
Yeah.
Bhakti in the mode of Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhura Bhakti. That's Bhava, Prem. So, she is a person. Bhakti Devi is a personality. You hear this story, no? When Narad Muni was traveling, he came to the bank of Jamuna, Vrindavan, and she found there is a lady who is still young, but two of her sons, Jnana and Vairagya, they have gone old, and she is crying. So then Narad Muni asked her, so what happened to you? She said, no, two of my sons, they have grown old now. What is that? I was born in Dravid, then I grew up in where? Some other place, then in Dravid and Gujarat.
Yes, from south.
Maharashtra. Yeah.
West, and then Gujarat.
She became old, right? Gujarat. And then, Maharashtra she grew. Then when it came to Gujarat, she became old. Now in Vrindavan, she got back her youth, but two of her sons are still, in old age, they are suffering. So Narad Muni tried so many different ways to bring them up, wake them up, but he was not successful. Then finally what happened? We went to Sanat Kumar for Kumara. Then listened Srimad Bhagavatam, understood, oh, this is the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. Then when Bhagavatam chanted, they became alive. Again, Jnana and Vairagya, they are also personalities. So here it is explained, Bhakti Devi is a person, Jnana is a person, And Vairagi is also a person, they are personalities. So, yes, we glorify them, and Krishna is also very happy when you glorify his devotees. Krishna likes it. Mad bhakta puja bhyadika. Worship my devotees even higher than my worship, Krishna says. Sarthak Prabhu, you wanted to ask something? Okay. Okay, now you go and do your next thing. Already 8:30. Hare Krishna. So today is the last class, right?
Yes.
So thank you very much. Tomorrow I will be going to, what is this place? No. Tomorrow I will be going to Brampton Rath Yatra. Then after Brampton Rath Yatra there is another program in someone's house. And then Angush. No, Angush. So Angush I will go, then from there I will come back to one devotee's house to stay. Then that means tomorrow there is no Bhagavatam class. I'm sure I will not give Bhagavatam class. But tomorrow morning I have my class is there.